Yeah.
I li-
Actually, thank you for that. I actually didn't know that.
yeah, no problem. What's funny is I had a guy email me today. I had a guy email me today about like because he's like a real like true blue Christian. He was talking about how, oh, I'm an atheist and I need to read these books on apologetics and I need to understand that Dawkins and all this evolution is wrong and the Bible is correct. And the thing he doesn't know is I used to be a Christian. I used to be an apologist. I read all those books. I know the arguments. The problem is so what happens is I can tell you this from personal experience. You read these books and they straw man the opposite side, and then they kind of swat down the straw man, and so you're satisfied because you think you know what the opposite side's argument is because you read this book which supposedly debunks it, but it's all straw man. If you actually listen to the other side, you see that they're basically being straw manned, and they have all the evidence on their side. But the apologetics books are very dishonest. Um, and it's really the thing that pisses me off is the manipulation. It's not just religion. It's why I'm so anti-woo when people come in here and start talking about their woo shit. It kind of pisses me off because these groups they all rely on pseudoscience and emotionalism and psychological manipulation to try to get people to join their bullshit. And like, look, if you want to associate with something because there's mutual benefit, fine. But the purpose of manipulation is to get you to associate with something without offering any kind of benefit. Because like, I don't have to trick you into joining something that benefits you. But if I want you to join something that benefits me at your expense, I have to trick you into doing it. So it's just like I just hate that. I hate people who try to trick people using psychological manipulation or bullshit to try to get them to join some group. Like just off, like religion has benefits. Just communicate the fucking benefits, and then there you go. You know, it's like you ever go to a not a like actually this happened at Walmart. So I don't know if this happens at the Walmart you're at. Sometimes they'll have different cable companies, you know, with their little pitches about like, oh, can I talk to you about your cable bill? And I didn't come here to talk about my cable bill. I came here to shop. And the problem is like all you need is a sign saying, you know, here's the average bill from this company. Here's what we offer. You know, if you're interested, come talk to me. And then you just stand there or sit there and have your sign up with all your little numbers. And if I'm interested, I'll say, hey, that's a pretty good deal. Why don't you tell me more? But don't try to be like, hey, buddy, hey, nice shirt. Can I talk to you for a minute? Because I know you're just trying to sell me cable.
Right, I
Like,
absolutely hate it when any salesperson, no matter what industry, try to shower me with compliments.
Or religious preachers. God damn it, these are annoying.
Yeah.
well, but here's the thing religion has benefits. So you know, just communicate the benefits. Uh, make that your thing. And it like there are people who really, I mean, I don't. I think it's a little bit of an emotional crutch, but you know, look, there are some people who they need to believe in an afterlife. You know, they miss their loved ones. Maybe they had a child die or something, and they need something to believe in. They need it gives them hope. It makes them feel better. Sure, it's a false hope, but look, as long as that's all it is, it's not doing them any harm. You know, when they die and they realize, oh shit, there isn't an afterlife. Well, they're dead already, so you know, no harm, no foul. And you at least, you know, there's some things like, let's say somebody's suffering from terrible anxiety, and like just can't function, and their life is truly going to shit, and so your only choices are giving them like all these drugs to numb them from these thoughts, or just tell them something that makes them feel better. And even if it's a lie, even if it makes them feel better, if it allows them to live a better life, that's a good thing. Just tell them whatever you got to do to like make them get their shit together. And the good thing about religion is it's largely unfalsifiable. So I can't prove there isn't an afterlife. So if believing in an afterlife truly makes you feel better and gives you hope and makes you a better person and allows you to live a better life, then it's a good thing. As long as it's not hurting anyone, as long as it's not leading you to make bad choices or to advocate for things that are bad, then fine, no harm, no foul. So
Yeah.
you know, let's do that. It's not
Yeah.
hard. Like the don't try to. Ban
Yeah.
sex dolls. That's all I'm saying.
You
Yeah,
know,
I mean, I'm a big. I'm sorry. Just saying. Yeah, I'm a big fan of live and let live. As long as people are not trying to kill each other, because there's some things that even I had to let go. Like, yes, I admit that I have some issues with Albanians, but I'm honest about it. I mean, no, I don't want them all dead because no, you kill a lot of good people. That's just something I have to get over with. But it doesn't have to do with religion per se. No. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
do you guys know a better alternative religion to the Abrahamic religions? Because Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, they use threats of hell, and in Islam, if you leave the religion, you'll mostly get killed, stoned, or tortured. And a religion that doesn't use threats like you'll go to hell if you do this, and God is constantly watching over you. One that doesn't like require you to submit.
The threat
So,
of hell is the whole reason why it works in the first place. So,
So
Well,
here's the
it's
thing. If you look at Spinoza, are you familiar with Baruch Spinoza?
I'm gonna look it up.
So I could post a video. Really impressed with Spinoza. Here's a problem. First, let me put. We'll take this one moment at a time, because I'm on this journey too. Because I'm trying to solve this problem. It's a serious problem. In fact, the video I'm about to post actually goes into why Spinoza failed. But let me skip to the bottom. All right, posting a link now. So there's a video on Spinoza. You can watch that.
Thanks, man.
It's from the School of Life. At the end of the video, it talks about how Spinoza's work. Like, I didn't even know who this guy was. Like, he wrote in the 1700s. He's an old philosopher that I didn't even fucking hear of, and he's actually like, apparently he was really influential for a time, but he's just been lost to history, and he failed in his mission. He wanted to replace Western religion with a more serene, scientifically minded pantheism,
Damn.
and it failed. It totally failed. And the reason why it failed, it goes into in the video, is because there was no community. There was no, like, people don't just want to have a private belief. They want to belong to something. They want to have hymns. They want to have traditions. They want to have gatherings. They want to have symbols. So, like, if you just acknowledge, oh, God is everything. God is the laws of the universe and nature and math, and that's all God. God is just how everything works, and everything that exists is God. That sounds fine, but there's nothing to build a community on with that. You're basically so it's like the Force. So Spinoza never built anything, and his philosophy, although practical and actually scientifically accurate, isn't. It never went anywhere. It never. It never built anything. It never had a momentum. It never challenged anything. So the question is, so it's kind of like anarcho-capitalism. It's great in principle, but it doesn't work in reality. So what would work? Is there something similar to Spinozoan pantheism,
Without
which
using
actually
threats.
which has a community, which has traditions, which has history, which builds people and has like a long track record of success, and which promotes the values. The whole goal was with this thought process is, so Christianity, it doesn't promote freedom and individualism. It promotes conformity, submission, and dependence, which are basically herd morality values, which promote communism. So if we're going to have a religion, we at least want a religion that supports and promotes our values. So I was looking for a religion like Spinoza pantheism, and the answer is actually Daoism.
Okay.
So it's a Chinese religion. Now people are like, oh my God, Chinese, it's the communists. Actually, the Communist Party hates Taoism. Now, I guess in the last handful of years, they started promoting Taoism only because it's a Chinese religion, and they're trying to basically they realize people need religion, and so to keep Christianity and Islam out of China, they're now promoting Buddhism and Taoism.
Right.
But
They don't want the Western or foreign religion to take over and become the dominant.
right, but prior to handful of years ago, the communists were very anti-Taoist. Like they burned shit and persecuted Taoists. So they're not just because it's Chinese doesn't mean, oh my God, it's communism. It's not. In
Yep,
fact,
it's a really good. It's a really good way to weed out the absolutists and actual racists. who think communism is genetic and every
here.
single and China everywhere is an absolute communist crap and deserve to be
Well, here,
the
I'll
whole
show
country
you.
deserve to be nuked.
Let me show you how fucking based and red-pilled and libertarian Daoism is. So I'm gonna post some chapters from the Tao Te Ching. That's chapter 57 I just posted. Let me post another one.